Hi guys, it's Marsha. I am hoping that this is gonna go through okay. I'm coming to you live from my dad's place. He's had a few internet issues, so hopefully this will be okay. When y'all, as you're all coming on, give me a thumbs up so let me know that all is well. I had some interruptions, some difficulty earlier, so hopefully this is all good. Hey Toby. So yes, you guys read that right. Hey Lindy girl, I am actually gonna make some keto chili. Yes, with corn. Hey Michelle, hey Wanda, and some cornbread. So y'all are like, how is she about to do that with keto? Well, I'm gonna show y'all some wonderful and amazing things. Hey Christina. And y'all, let me just say, this is totally cool. So what I did is I did a lot of different research. So what I'm gonna put together before you today has never been done. Hello Cheryl, hey Michelle. So I'm basically have taken a few recipes that I've seen and putting together my own. So what we're gonna have here, I'm gonna use some whey protein isolate. I got this one from Amazon, but I think you can get it from Walmart as well. Blanched almond flour, a little apple cider vinegar, some sour cream, some pork skins, hey Vicky, hey Jamie, some butter, of course, which while I'm thinking about it, y'all know I like Plug butter. It's a European butter. It's super great. Hey Benji. So I'm gonna just take this and pop it in the microwave and we're gonna melt that. So have more secret ingredients for that chili in the microwave. So I'm gonna just microwave that for about 30 seconds and I wanted to get it a little melted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start, let me see, make sure you guys can see what's going on here. And I'm gonna start with my dry ingredients. So my whey protein isolate, you can actually make bread with this without an issue. So I'm gonna use about a 1/4 cup of that, and it's unflavored, so you definitely don't want like French vanilla or something like that, and then later on down the road you're like, ooh, what just happened? Chris, can you get me a mixer or whisk? And then I'm gonna put in a 1/4 cup of almond flour. Now, you guys know that cornbread has the same consistency. I know you're live, but if I'm going to Sam's, if y'all need anything, I don't think so. I think we're good. Sam's is one of those places I think you have to explore. Make sure you take us some pictures of what you find keto at Sam's, Linda girl. So I'm just gonna, and some people say, oh, you need to whisk this stuff. Basically, and this is a tip I learned from Martha Stewart, instead of whisking, all I do, hey John, hey Christina, let me get this straight for y'all. All I do is I come in here and use a whisk, and so when you're going in, that's just gonna put a little fluff in it, and it's gonna make sure that everything is not clumpy and stuff like that. Y'all, I just destroyed my mom's microwave. It's got butter in it. That's gonna have to be taken care of. So we've got that dry ingredients down. Also, what we're gonna add is we're gonna add in here some about a teaspoon of baking powder, and then we're gonna add a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. Hey Randall, not that much, we're just gonna put a little bit in there. I'm gonna put my salt over here on my tomatoes, that'll make them sweat a little bit too, for my ranch stew. And I've got my baking powder done. Now another dry ingredient that I'm gonna use is erythritol. Hey Darlene, erythritol is not a really sweet sweetener, and y'all, I'm just here to say, some people say Southern people do not have their cornbread sweetened. I beg to differ. We like sweet cornbread. It is not cake. It is a good balance. So I'm using 2 tablespoons of erythritol in here, and I blend all that up together. And we're not gonna make like a huge bunch. Now, let me preface this with saying I have some cast iron skillets in the, popped in the oven. And I'm going to put just a little bit of this butter in there. Let's see. Very easily from here. So when you have this kind of stuff, it's kind of easy. I just wanted to get it good and hot because whenever it goes in there, I want it to sizzle. So I'm gonna have two different things going on here. Oh, it's sizzling nicely. I want this butter to go around the top and the bottom so it gets my cornbread nice and brown. So those are nice and warm. Hey, Sherry. Can't believe I'm seeing me live. Hey, darling, you caught me. Hey, Jerry Lynn. Hey, Sue. So we've got our dry ingredients. We've got the almond flour, the whey pure isolate, a little bit of salt, the baking powder. Now we're gonna set that aside, and also our 1/3 of a cup of pork skins. So we're gonna put all that in there. And while that's coming on, I'm gonna take this bacon. I've got like 1.5 pieces of bacon over here. Hey, Linda. And what I'm doing with that is I'm just gonna get the fat off of that. So in our wet ingredients, I have got some sour cream. So we are gonna take some of that. And just so y'all know, I am totally doing this one off the fly. I just pretty much took, y'all know what the consistency should be. Hey, Tanya, for your cornbread. And so I'm kind of going off of that. I will say that the whey protein isolate, if it sits, it's gonna change consistency there on you. So for the sour cream, I am going to put in there, Christopher, will you scramble me up 1 egg, you're right. 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So we're gonna just crack them and give them to me. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of sour cream in here. And he's gonna get me an egg over here. What else do I need? I already got the baking soda, sir. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this apple cider vinegar. I'm only gonna use, oh y'all, I just can't open this, a teaspoon of it. Christopher, you might need, I need your power over here. Oh, there we go. Just a teaspoon of that. So we're gonna still just use this. I only need a little bit, so that's a teaspoon of that.
1 egg?
Just 1 egg. And what else do we need? Oh, so we're not gonna put any other sweeteners in here, but this is my magic sauce, guys. Hey, Liz. So this little bottle of goodness, like, I really want some cornbread. So I ordered this, and this is a $30 bottle, but you only need a tiny bit. It's Amoretti, and it is a sweet corn flavoring. Y'all, this thing is really good. Hey, Wanda. And I'm only gonna use, y'all see how tiny that 1/8 is? But, you know, my dad always taught me more is better, so I'm gonna go 1/4 teaspoon. Because he's like, you know you're not gonna use just a little bit. He's right, because I'm adding to this recipe too, and I'm making it larger than the ones that I've seen before. The key to these, whenever you're doing keto and you increase the size of the recipes, you want to make sure that the containers that you cook it in are not super large ones. So I'm not going to take this and cook it in a big loaf pan. I do have some small, thank you, sir. And we just got the egg there. Thank you. My helper on the side. So I've got my wet ingredients, and then I'm gonna add in my butter, 1/4 cup of butter. And this is gonna be so good. Y'all, I can smell this. This smells so good. Hey, Christy. Now I have seen the recipes without adding that flavoring, but that flavoring, y'all, I think is gonna be key to this. And so what I'm doing with the bacon, you could put the little bacon chunks in there if you wanted to, but I'm gonna use my little bacon chunks for my chili. So I already have some bacon grease here, so let's just use the bacon grease that I already have made out and let that do its cooking. So I'm gonna use a teaspoon of bacon grease, actually 2 teaspoons of bacon grease. And that's gonna really give it some good flavor. If you guys are excited about this, you will see the finished product as well here, because I am going to do the chili while this cooks in the oven. So I'm gonna take my dry ingredients, and move them over to my wet ingredients. Mix those up. Oh no, I don't want no bacon bits. I don't do bacon bits. They're gross. So just for y'all who like bacon bits, you could do some bacon bits in here, but y'all, I don't do bacon bits. I don't like them. So this bacon is not really fatty at all. It's not yielding a whole lot there. All right, so this is really, really thick. And so I don't want it quite this thick. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Joanne. And it's pretty nice and thick. Chris, would you like to get my little...
Consistency.
He's like, okay, that's the perfect consistency. So he doesn't want me to mess with it. So we're just gonna go with this. We're not gonna do anything else. Would you get the thing out? I got two backseat cookers going on over here. My dad's gonna help me here shortly. You wanna come in and help? He's dying to come in the kitchen. Y'all give him some hearts if he can come in. Y'all want him to come in and help, don't you? Y'all love my dad comes and cooks. Sit right there. Oh, that is so good. All right, get the other one. These are your skillets. And that's a little baby one. It's okay. Now, we may not get this all fit in that. Hey, Mary. Close my oven up. But that's okay. We are not going for perfection on that one. So I'm just, you might want to be careful there, son. So I'm just going to take this, and the key to it is you're going to get it. This is nice and hot. I might be able to just fit the whole thing in this one little skillet. We'll see. We're just going to make a baby one, just because I want to, because I think it's so cute. Oh, I got some hearts over there. They want to see you, Dad. This is my dad. He's an amazing chef. Learned everything I know. Between him and my grandmother, my mom, she does Granny cake, not
Oh, yeah.
Ernestine, I'm sorry, I loved her, but she burned everything. She burned everything. She did make a mean macaroni and cheese, though, but my dad's got that down pat. Now, from what I understand, this does do some expanding. So we're just going to let that pop in the oven there. And that butter is going right over on top. My dad is so interested in this cornbread. So I'm going to let my magical assistant there. Hey, Doug. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Stacy. Hello, Uncle Gerald. You got Cherie. Hey, Cherie.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Judy. So, yes, Uncle Gerald in the kitchen. So what I'm going to let him do is, since he's dying to see what's going on here, let's go ahead and give that 10 minutes and check it. So we're going to cook this for 10 minutes on 400 degrees. Ooh, you got lots of hearts, Daddy. Hey, Sandra. All right, so I'm going to tell you what I'm putting in this. All right, so get the ground beef over there. So we're going to we got the bacon with a little bit of grease. So it's like a piece and a half of bacon. And he's getting, I'm going to put this butter over here. He is getting himself washed up and ready. Put that up. Oh, it's so nice to have help, y'all. My mom said, oh my gosh, you're like Paula Deen with that y'all. So now every time I say y'all, she's my critique, right? So that's her job. My son said, cut the Paula Deen talk. I don't mean to. It's just fun. All right, so he had some gospel music playing today, and I was twanging it up. It was too funny. We was in the car jamming out. So a couple of things. So products that you probably haven't used is this Amoretti, the corn flavoring, sweet corn flavoring. It's a little pricey, or a lot pricey, but it's something that you can't, and that's the thing with keto. Sometimes if we really want something, like I don't really want to, spend 20, 30 carbohydrates on a tiny little piece of cornbread. This is 0 carbs, so I can get that
It's
taste.
cheaper than the prescriptions.
It's cheaper than prescriptions. Absolutely true. And Isopure protein powder, you have to make sure that it's whey protein isolate. That's the key word. There are two things, unflavored and isolate. And basically this is made out of egg product. So a lot of times when you use that, yes, we're going to get to your seasonings. My dad is dying to share information on his seasonings, his secret sauce. Hey, Lori. And so he's browning the hamburger meat. I'm going to turn that up for him.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. He would have had a heart attack if I'd have used that knife in his skillet and said, oh, you're scratching my skillet.
Oh, I had to cut.
Yeah, it's frozen, so he has to defrost it a little bit. So what we're going to put in here is we are going to season this. And let's go ahead and chop these up. So what I did with these were little link sausages that were in the freezer. He's going to cut them up for me. And I want them cut in little links. I already put it in the microwave for like a minute to thaw them out. And now he's going to cut that up in little links. The meat cutter's occupied. So what I've done also is I have some onion over here. I'm gonna probably cut up a quarter of a onion. I have one whole tomato because I wanted to just get basic tomato that didn't have much in it. And he also has a can I'm gonna use of petite diced tomatoes. That's perfect. And so he's just cutting it in lengths like this because, you know, we want chili to have the bulk, and we're not going to use beans in this. So we want, it's more like a Texas chili type thing because we are going to have corn in our chili. Yes, I said corn. Hey, Shauna, and it is going to be keto. So y'all hang on to your britches. If y'all are enjoying this and you think that like corn is the new keto, please share this out. Share it to your group. Share it to your friends. We're having fun. Hey, Rita. So we got the ground beef brown in here, really nice. I guess I better don't touch it. You can go ahead and put those in with it. We have one tomato. You can open the canned tomatoes and hand me those little baby, baby goodness. So y'all, this is the corn that I'm talking about, baby corn. So how many of you guys have seen baby corn? This is real baby corn, guys. Absolutely the real deal. So, I want to dim this so y'all can see this. This is like the real deal corn. So, cool as that is, what we are going to do here, oh, I don't know what's going on, losing light. So what we're going to do with these, y'all, if, I don't know, I miss the smell of corn, like, oh, that smells really good. Hey, baby doll. My granddaughters are with me today filming, so I don't have to say, hey, Layla, Nene loves you. She knows that, she's with me. So these are 3 grams of carbohydrates and 2 grams of fiber. So that's 1 net gram, and that's for 3 ounces. There's 2.5, like I could eat the whole can for 3 net grams of carbs, y'all. Y'all throw me some hearts if y'all love the fact that now you know you can have a little bit of corn. My dad went and bought 3 of these today. 4, excuse me, 4. Of course I bought 2. We believe more is better. So that's always a wonderful thing. So yeah, look at those hearts. I missed some corn. The other thing you could actually do is you could use some of the liquid and you could chop the corn up to put it in your cornbread. Or you could make corn fritters. So take your cornmeal recipe, throw some of the little chopped up corn in it. I'm done with those. Throw some of the chopped up corn in it, and then you got corn fritters. Hey, Kristen, if y'all are getting value out of this, please share to your groups. Please share with your friends. Please share on your page. Tag someone that you know misses their cornbread and chili. So the chili, you know, you can top it with cheese. You can top it with sour cream. So good. All right, so this is looking real good. What are we going to do with the onions? Okay, so he's going to brown the meat. Then he's going to take that out. Hey, Myra. Hey, Kristen. Hey, girl. Hey. And then he's going to brown the onions a little bit and the tomatoes. So we're going to be using these. We're not using beans. We're going to use the corn. And let's chop that up a little. Well, I will chop it up a bit. Yeah, do you think? Or leave it whole?
They're not that big.
They're not that big. Like, all right, so you have different sizes.
Maybe chop one.
Hey, Barbara. So you've got like little ones like that, fat ones like that. So
Just chop the big ones.
So we'll just kind of do the big ones in half. Now, we're making enough for our whole family here because our whole family eats keto. But if you were doing this at home and say you're doing it by yourself and you don't have all these people here and you're like, what am I going to do with all this food? I can't eat that much. Hey, Jessica. So what I suggest is when you're preparing for yourself and you don't have anyone else to feed, you can always take this once you've done it and freeze it into portions. Now I use the small Ziploc portion bags. You can freeze it into portions. It's great for a lunch. It's great for an easy dinner when you get off work. You don't feel like cooking, but yet you still have a home cooked meal. And you can do that with the cornbread. Also, you can make them into muffins if you like. We also have a brownie pan you can make them in, but I decided I wasn't going to use this unless I absolutely had to. I'm not real sure about this brownie pan. I don't know. It just didn't really have me sold there. You can use the cast iron skillets like we do. That really gives it that crispiness on the outside. Y'all, I'm so excited about this cornbread. I just can't wait. I will be posting the recipe. Of course, I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit and get all my ingredients down in there. And then, of course, y'all know that I do the recipe after in case I want to change a little something, add a little something, take a little something out. So this is getting nice and golden brown over here. Where's the other? Oh, we don't need another cutting board. I'm just going to use, for those of you, sometimes you're in a pinch and you don't have a cutting board. available, like when you have your dad in the kitchen and he's a kitchen hog, then yeah, Chris, drain the water off for Mom. I got such helpers. My dad's so fast. He's like, you want me to do that? He cooks so fast in the kitchen, like I can't keep up with him. So I'm like, yes, please help me. There we go. So I'm just gonna take this corn and dump it out because we're gonna add the whole thing. And I think the bulkiness of these little corns on the cob are gonna be amazing. Now we make what we call ranch stew before we went keto, and it has beans and corn in it. So we didn't think really we could do that on keto. We don't need the beans. The beans are out, but the corn is in, huh? Oh yes, we're gonna drain the fat off of that as well, off of the meat, because it's doing a lot over here. All right, yeah, I got hands to help. All right, so I've got most of these chopped up here. He's got the hamburger meat brown. Has anyone, y'all drop me a 4 below if y'all have done any of this, as far as experimenting with this corn before.
I need a pot to put this in.
Uh-oh, we got 3 people in the kitchen. The family that cooks together stays together. We like to have fun with it though. Christopher is super about baking stuff. Like he makes, I swear to you, the best keto chocolate chip cookies you ever had in your life. Hey Van. What do you say? Oh, and for those of you who are local, we're going to be at the Flower Town Festival this year. Yay, I'm so excited. And I also want to give a shout out to my girls, Lindell and Vicky, who have just joined me in my journey in keto for keeps. All right, so he's got all this that he's transferring. I have my corn over here that is all set to go. I have my extra butter because I like, I like butter. What is that saying? Don't blame the girl. I'm telling you, I believe this cornbread is gonna be it, Crystal. I believe it's gonna be it. And what better to go with cornbread than good old-fashioned chili? Hey Sherry, hey Lori. All right, so he's getting the onions in there. Do you want? Oh, he's gonna do the onions in a little saute pan. I think that's a smart move. Recipe, please, for the keto chocolate chip. Girl, I can't even get that recipe for his keto chocolate chip cookies. He will not give it up. He's gonna take that one to the grave. He is unbelievable. He will not come off of that recipe. My daughter has tried to get it. I have tried to get it. He was the amazing cookie maker before keto, and he has taken that tradition right on into keto, and just he refuses. So Chris, they want your recipe. They want your recipe. You gonna give it to him? He's not gonna give it up. He's not giving it up. Oh, y'all, this looks so good. I am so excited. It's rising. It's starting to get brown. We want it a little browner. Thanks for sharing, Crystal. I really appreciate it. Hey, Melissa. Oh, y'all, look what I got over here. Say hey, Mama. Say hey. This is my little Layla Pella that I always give a shout out to and say, Nene loves you. So if y'all watched me before, you've seen her. Hey, Mom. Hey, Pat. So y'all seen her on the other side. Okay, so now the spices that we're going to use. My dad, y'all remember, more's better, right? So he went and he's researched turmeric, and turmeric is so good for you that he's went and bought a 5-pound bag of this thing. So everything we eat now is yellow, but it's really good for you, and it tastes good. So it's really got an amazing taste. We're going to use our pink Himalayan salt, of course, some ground black pepper. Here goes the turmeric. How much you putting in there? Teaspoon?
Tablespoon.
A tablespoon. About a tablespoon of that. Because I got to get these people a recipe.
Yeah. A
little bit of salt, a little bit. I'd say about a tablespoon of each one. Every time I bake with almond flour, it never comes out good. You know, I've heard that same thing, Sherry, but black pepper. The key to the turmeric is the black pepper, he said. I've heard that people have a hard time, but I think it's in being precise with your measurements. I don't know. Sometimes things turn out and sometimes they don't. That's why I like to watch people make things to see how they turn out. Turmeric is not spicy, Sherry. It is just, we use it in our scrambled eggs. Yeah. Makes eggs look terrible, but it has a great taste. A what?
The doctor show, he uses it too, the guy. He uses it
Oh.
in his eggs and the one he uses it on.
Yeah, so the doctor show, he uses it in everything too. So don't believe all them doctors on TV though, because you know, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but there are some celebrities that I don't follow. But he's kind of cute, that one.
All right, where's the corn?
All right, so
in here?
the what?
We're ready for the corn.
Okay, what about chili powder?
Oh yeah, where is it?
Where's your chili powder? Let's get some chili powder. Now you could put cayenne in it if you wanted to. We're not gonna because we are not super spicy people.
Chili powder.
Chili powder's in the back. Back there.
See, Christopher's the baker. He knows where everything's at. He put his hands right on it.
Chili powder and taste as we go, okay?
We're gonna taste for the chili powder. We're gonna start with about a teaspoon, probably a tablespoon at least. Me too. I fried pork chops in it and it's failed. Okay, so Stacy, first of all, do not worry about frying pork chops with that. Just go straight to Parmesan cheese and fry on low in avocado oil. I got the same almond flour as you do. Yeah, hey Michelle, hey Sharon. It's kind of tough to say, hey, another Cheryl. You just have to kind of play, give me another one, Chris. You just have to kind of play with the ingredients to get what you want. This one in particular, I use the consistency of what the Jiffy meal cornbread made by the box would be. You're welcome, Stacy.
I did.
So, y'all, this is about, I'm too excited.
Give me one of those.
We're about to bring it. You want the rubber one?
No.
Whoop.
No, that's not. Look at this, would you?
Ho ho! Y'all look.
Okay.
That one has a little longer.
Y'all, this is the baby one right here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Y'all look, that's cornbread. What? Hey Al, hey Sharon. All right, so, yeah. This is very hot, so.
No, that one's
That one's, okay. When these are wet, by the way, the heat goes through and you get burnt. Christopher just had that experience. Now, I will tell you about the pork skin that I use. Go to your local barbecue place, and a lot of times they have fresh pork skins. Those are better and easier. You can put them in a little grinder and grind them up, or I just put them in a Ziploc bag and just beat them like, you know, crush them.
Paprika.
Little paprika, probably about a teaspoon of paprika.
Hey, where's the sauce that we're using?
Where's sauce?
Tomato sauce? Are you using the
Oh,
tomato
right there, just the tomatoes. We're not going to use that other one. We're just going to use this and the
I
rest.
want to add those now if you want.
Huh?
I want to add that now.
Okay. Put whatever you want to in there. All right, so he's adding a can of diced tomatoes now. Always taste so dry with baked goods. Yeah, some of them do. Some of them do.
And a half a cup of water, okay?
So let's, y'all, I'm so
Keto
excited.
water. Half a cup
Try
of
this
keto
out.
water. You want to tell them, Marsha? Half a cup of keto water?
Half a cup of keto water. Do y'all have keto water where you live? All right, so here is our cornbread. It left in there just a bit longer. Turn that oven off. So I'm going to cut this up. And
Not done yet.
well, don't forget about it. First of all, y'all know I love a little butter. So I'm just going to take a little bit of butter, put it on top. Oh, I am so excited to try this. Okay, so the consistency is nice. It is thin, but I made it to be thin because y'all remember I only put a small amount of this in that skillet. Christopher, you want to be my other taster? Huh? Okay, so let's see.
Can I have the corn?
Y'all,
Is it okay?
it was really good. Here,
Can I have the corn?
it might be a little bit too buttery for you, huh?
No. Wait.
No, you like butter? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Y'all, that is cornbread. That is really good. So, we do know, if
Right.
Christopher's getting more.
Hey, here goes
Hey,
the
Vicky.
cooked onion.
All right, the cooked onions are going in there now. Y'all, we are cooking. See, my dad is so fast at this. When we do it together and he just paces himself so I can narrate it and tell y'all what's going on.
How about the corn?
So, this is looking really good. Now we're going to add our corn.
What's that? Onions?
The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
The whole thing. Bam. All right. And
Where is it at?
Why didn't you add bell peppers?
Oh, that's good. We got it. This is good.
y'all know what I did?
Let me see if I need a little bit
I
more
would have
chili
roasted some
powder.
bell peppers and put them in there.
Okay, so changing that recipe. Y'all, I didn't even use the almond flour. That was Parmesan cheese. That was a quarter cup of Parmesan cheese, not a quarter cup of almond flour. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Katie. Hey, Jennifer. There's not almond flour in there.
See what you need.
So we're going to
Not
see.
the meat, just
Oh,
the
let me
cheese.
check that cornbread.
Y'all,
Where's the green? Oh.
that is perfect. My mama's gonna love this. This
Give me
is
that
so
hot
good.
plate. Give me that hot plate.
Oh, here.
Remove from it.
Y'all look at that. Beautiful.
Okay,
Put it
so what's
over,
the-
turn it over and put it in
No,
a
a hot plate. I need.
Okay, so this is a winter chicken dinner. Absolutely amazing.
Can you give me a hot
You
plate?
can, a what? There you go. You can take the,
Sorry.
excuse me.
Chris, we can turn the oven off.
Yes, sir, it's already up.
Excuse me, all these seasonings, I gotta sneeze. You can take your cornbread, and you can crumble it up if you want to on top of the chili. Put yourself some cheese and some sour cream. This is perfect.
Right.
Let me
It'll
get,
simmer a little bit, and that's it.
yeah, he's gonna simmer it, but I'm gonna put it in a bowl and bring some over here so y'all can see this
Oh.
delicious goodness.
Here you go.
Oh, we got one. Oh, y'all look at that cornbread. He does it. I gotta make that. I gotta get that ready for a picture.
Yeah, turn it over. It's a little brown.
Well, I wanted to
Oh, you
eat
make,
it.
want me to eat the whole bowl?
Shoot, no. All right, so y'all look. Chili. You can top it with sour cream. Hey, Will. Hey, Bob. Doesn't this look so... Oop.
Actually, you know what
This
I do
looks
next
so
time?
good. And see, you guys, whenever I cook this, I just started putting things together. And so keto, don't overthink it. Don't make it a little harder than what it is. And this, I really should have... I could have put the almond flour in, but I don't need it.
It's good with chili on top of it.
I didn't because I measured out the
cornbread's good with
Parmesan
chili
in the
on
quarter
top.
cup.
Hey, but next time, you know what I would do?
And I can taste the Parmesan.
You know what I would do next time instead?
Hmm.
Put that chili after I, got a little liquid out. Put it in a casserole dish.
Oh, yeah.
And then put the cornbread on top.
So
and
what
then
Chris
bake the
says is
cornbread
take the chili when it's done, lay it on a casserole dish,
in the back.
put the cornbread on top, cornbread chili casserole. So many options.
Give me that big one.
Keto is not limited, guys. You do not do without. It's a very satisfying way of eating. Please share this out. We want everyone to know all about corn. We appreciate you watching. Y'all have an amazing night. We will follow with pictures later and the recipe. Give me an hour or so. I will comment on this, which will notify you. Thank y'all so much for showing up. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Over and out from Keto Gammy. Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube for these recipes and more. One word, KETOGAMMY. Thank you, Sherry. It tastes amazing. This is so good. Oh, he took my cornbread. I don't know where it went. Y'all have a good night. Bye.